How many calories do you eat in a day? 3 favorite fitness tips to see the biggest difference. Favorite on-the-go snacks to grab. Favorite dinner right now.
Hi, my name is Pernilla, and this is my Challenge Your Norm podcast. I'm absolutely obsessed with anything related to personal development. And well, to grow, we gotta challenge our norm. And so on this podcast, we chat about life and how we can challenge our normal way of living it to make it greater than we could have ever imagined. Just one little belief, habit, bold move, and challenge at a time.
Hello, my beautiful friend, and welcome back to another episode on my Challenge Your Norm podcast, where today I'm doing a Q&A fitness version. And the first question that I'm going to answer is, how many calories do you eat in a day? And I get this question so often, and that's why it's so hard for me to keep explaining that my maintenance calories, the calories I eat in a day, varies so much because, as we know, if we want to be in maintenance, that means the amount of calories that I take in is also the same as what I burn in a day. It just varies depending on what season of life I'm in, how much cardio, how much movement I do on any given day. And that really varies. I have seasons of life where I dance a lot, for example. Dancing burns so many calories. So during a week where maybe I dance every single day on top of my weight training sessions, my maintenance calories may be 3,000 calories. But on a week where I am more sedentary, I have a lot of computer work that I gotta get done, I may be, burning between 1,600 to 2,000 calories. And as that's almost like a double increase in calories. So when people ask me this, it really, really depends on how much I'm burning. And same goes with you. You may have seasons where you move around a lot, where you need much more calories to function, and other times where you are sitting more, working, or just chilling more at home. So when it comes to how many calories you should consume, I also get a lot of questions included in these Q&A questions that I asked about on my story that you guys gave to me. A lot of questions of like, how much calories should I eat in a day to burn weight, to lose weight? And it just depends so much from every single human being, from your height, your age, your gender, your specific body, and metabolism and muscle mass. It just really, really varies. And that's why in my nutritional guide that you get whenever you join one of my challenges or my workout program, I really break down exactly how to figure this out for your specific body. And I want to share one of the ways that you can do this if you're someone who wants to either lose weight, gain weight, or recomposition your body, as in build more muscle and lose fat while maintaining your weight-ish. That is that if you take a week or even just a couple of days and you track everything you eat on a normal day, as in whatever you normally would eat, you just put in MyFitnessPal, for example, and you do this for a couple of days, you will get a general idea of how many calories you're consuming in a day. You'll also get an idea of how much protein that you're taking in and how much protein you maybe need to increase your protein in order for you to hit the protein goals that you want to hit, which a quick little easy way to go about to figure out how much protein you should take in a day is, what is 1 gram of protein per ideal / wished for body weight? So if I'm someone who wants to be 120 pounds, then I should try to strive to get 120 grams of protein. Or if I'm a male that wants to strive to be 180 pounds, then I should strive to get 180 grams of protein. So that's just like an easy rule of thumb. So once you've tracked your calories for a few days, you will know, okay, this is my maintenance calories. If you have been eating this amount of calories and just kind of maintained your weight for a while, okay, that means that if I want to lose weight, I have to lower my calories. And if I want to increase my weight, I have to up my calories. Now, just a little reminder for all of us. For us to gain 1 pound of body weight, we have to be in 3,500 calories surplus. And if we want to lose 1 pound, we have to be in 3,500 calorie deficit. So let's say you decrease your calories with 250 calories every single day, then it'll take you 2 weeks to lose 1 pound. If you decrease your calories with 500 calories, which for a lot of females, that's just a lot, maybe too much to be able to do over a long duration of time. But if you were to do that, you would lose 1 pound per week. And same goes with if you increase your calories with 250 calories per day, it would take you 2 weeks to gain a pound, and so on. And I'm doing a May transformation challenge that starts on May 6th. And every single week, we're going to have conversations where I literally will go into depth with you on how exactly you need to go about doing this for your specific body, as well as you're going to get all of my hundreds of recipes. You're going to get my workout program, which we're going to get into in this episode. You're going to get my journaling challenge so that we can make sure that we recreate those subconscious limiting beliefs that have been holding you back from developing the habits and staying consistent with the habits that actually are going to help you reach your goal. Because if we consistently see ourselves setting these goals, making commitments to ourselves, but then after a week, maybe we see ourselves not staying consistent, we see ourselves taking actions that aren't aligned with what we deep down want, it has to do with our subconscious beliefs about ourselves, about who we are. And in those journaling challenge questions, you really get questioned and you really are going to be able to be working through those subconscious beliefs that are holding you back. Everything's in the mind, right? Like if we are determined, committed enough, and we believe that we are capable of doing something, there is no way that we're not doing it. And I want us all to get to that place in my challenges, in my workout program, which you also, if you're listening to this after May, then I have my workout programs where everything is also delivered to you in those workout programs, because I am such a believer that if we want to make changes within our body, it starts in the mind. It starts with setting those goals, clear commitments, and working through any subconscious beliefs that are potentially maybe holding us back. I am getting mosquito bites. I'm currently sitting in Mexico. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I just got a few because we came to Mexico 2 days ago. We spent a month in Costa Rica traveling all around, and now we've come to Tulum, where we're gonna be spending another month as well. And these mosquitoes, they will not leave me alone. Not in Costa Rica either. Let's see if we can find another question. Favorite dinner right now? I mean, of course, I love pizza. I love burgers. I love all the good, that good greasy stuff. But when I think of a favorite dinner, I think of like, I genuinely have gotten to a point where it's like I enjoy the foods that also are aligned with my goals. So I think my answer right now is going to be something new, because it is a dinner that I discovered in Costa Rica, and I realized that they also have it here in Mexico, which is ceviche. And all it is kind of like a little soup situation, and then just with shrimp or any like different seafoods, which is just so delicious. And the reason I also say it's my favorite dinner right now is because it's literally just pure protein, but it tastes incredible and makes me feel really good once I've eaten it. So I'm gonna say ceviche, because it, like, whenever I've had that, I feel really good inside out. And I think if we tell ourselves, if we feel that it's good for us, then it also naturally will taste better. It'll feel better when we're eating it after we've been eating it. It's like we're just gonna enjoy it so much. So I'm gonna say ceviche. And if you never had it either, like I hadn't before, highly recommend you give it a try. What does your workout split look like right now? Well, it's actually changed a little bit, because I recently started doing 3 leg days a week, meaning that I do a little shorter of a workout. I really push myself hard. Like, actually, the last few leg days that I've done, I've been in the burst of tears by the last few reps, because it's been so hard. Also because Alex, my boyfriend, has been next to me, and I tell him to push me, but it's like it pushes me to the point where, like, I almost break down with certain exercises. I'm just like, it just pushes me so hard. But afterwards, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so strong. I'm so powerful. So just a little reminder, whenever you do your next workout, like, see how hard you can push yourself. Obviously, don't push yourself to the point where you actually break down, but like it makes me feel so good, so badass when I'm like pushing myself to my absolute limit. But to answer your question about my workout split, I do 3 leg days right now. I'm really trying to develop muscle on my legs. It's like, for me, having abs, if I have a low body fat percentage, my abs will be visible, because I naturally don't store a lot of fat on my abs, but I store a lot of fat on my legs. And I also feel like I work out my legs so much harder than any other body part, but that's just the thing that's hard for me to develop. And so I'm really focusing on developing legs and glutes right now. So I do 3 leg days a week, and then I do 2 upper body days a week. And for the rest, the other 2 days, I may just do cardio or, movement in general. And that is also in my May Transformation Challenge. That is also the workout program that you're going to be doing. However, it can be personalized. So if you're someone who wants to just work out 3 days a week, I share with you exactly how we are going to go about doing that. But there's also going to be the option to work out legs 2 days a week, upper body 2 days a week, and then activities for those other days, activities that you personally enjoy. You know, maybe you're someone who likes to take a dance class or want to start taking dance classes or a cycling class or just go on hikes. We make sure to personalize it in a way that will make you feel at your best, because these challenges are literally to help you get more in tune with what your body needs, both when it comes to nutrition, workouts, and just habits in general. So I'm all about personalizing this challenge for what works for you. And that goes for all my workout programs that you can get on my website. But yes, that is my current workout split and I'm loving it. It's really good. It's really, really good. Do you dye your hair? No, I am actually natural blonde. I do dye my eyebrows because my eyebrows are naturally blonde, so I like to just make them a little darker so that I get more of a feature in my face. I feel like I don't look as good when I don't have eyebrows. Yeah, so no, I've never dyed my hair, and I'm kind of scared of doing it because I have a feeling that because I'm naturally blonde, if I ever dye it any color, then maybe I won't be able to get it back to my natural blonde hair. But maybe that's just, something I'm thinking in my head. But I like my hair, so I don't think I want to change it right now. Are there any consequences you're experiencing having your body fat so low? No. I feel this is something that we talked a lot about in our transformation challenge chats. It's like every single human function differently. Likes, things work for different people, and there's no right or wrong way to live your life. But sometimes if you choose to live your life a little bit outside of the norm, a little bit different than how most people choose to live their life, you will receive judgments. You will maybe get passive aggressive comments, or maybe not so passive, maybe just aggressive comments on how you choose to live your life. I'm someone who works really, really well. I feel very, very, very energized when I eat, live, breathe the way that I do. I'm someone who, when I eat over my calories, over my maintenance calories, I get more sluggish. I have less energy. When I move my body a lot, I feel more energized. And I've gotten blood work done and tested by the doctor. And literally, there's never been any issues with just people online who are worried about my health. So yeah, no, I don't. I only personally, the way I live my life, I only see benefits. I do know that other females who maybe would have this low of a body fat percentage, maybe they would see challenges, things come up. And that's why I keep preaching the fact that every single human is different and that we should do the thing that makes the most sense for us, the thing that makes us feel at our best, because there is no right or wrong way to live your life. But this journey of constantly connecting with yourself and asking you what will make you feel at your best, rather than what can I do to be enough, look good enough, act well enough to be accepted and appreciated by others. No, what do I need? Who do I want to be? We've talked so much in the challenge groups about if you're someone who is in a friend group that drinks or goes out every weekend, and you're someone who wants to, get up early and do your workouts, it's sometimes hard to say no because people will look at you in a weird way. They'll say things to you that don't feel good. But this practice of understanding and getting to know what you need for your life and accepting yourself for that, acknowledging yourself and understanding that this is what makes me feel at my best. And the more that we get grounded in why it is that we want to live our life in this way, and accepting the fact that this is really what I want for my life, then the more we stand grounded in saying, hey, you know what? I'm not going to go out tonight because I really want to get up early and feel good and energized for my morning workout. You want to join me in that? If someone's like asking you to go out or drinking, if you're grounded in that statement and saying, hey, you know what, I really want to feel good tomorrow, so I'm not going to go out with you guys tonight, but I hope you have an amazing time. Or if you want to join me tomorrow morning, come join me. If we stand grounded in these things that we share and how we want to live our life, then first of all, the more we're so grounded in the way that we live our life, the less people can come at you, right? Because there's nothing to say about someone who's just confident in the way that they choose to live their life. But also, even though they may judge you in this very moment, there is a chance that if they at some point get fed up with the way that they're choosing to live their life, that maybe isn't really deep down in line with what they deep down want, that eventually maybe you'll inspire them to create some sort of habits or show up for themselves in a way that they had never done before, because they see the joy that you're experiencing from showing up for yourself in this way, and how much energy you suddenly are showing up with, and joy and positivity and excitement for life in a different way that maybe they want to be a part of. They also want a little taste of. So I mean, that's something I've experienced a lot in my life. It's like I have gotten so much judgment from people close to me early on in my fitness journey, and from friends too, and family members. And then suddenly when they get to a point in their life where they want to, let's say, get in shape, or they want to just feel good on the inside, they've come around and they've asked me, hey, so how is it that you do this thing? Or just been more curious. And then what I've witnessed is that suddenly they've started to make these changes in their life as well, which is just so cool, because yes, people are going to judge you when they don't understand it. And it's okay. They don't have to understand it. You see your vision because there's something better you want for your life. And no one else can be expected to understand that, because it's your vision, it's your dreams, right? So it's okay that they don't understand, but just know that maybe they'll never come around, maybe they'll never understand, and that's okay. They don't have to. But maybe in some ways, maybe you will know, maybe you'll never know that you inspire them by showing up for yourself in this way. And I think that's the best thing we can do, right? It's like show up for ourselves in the way that makes us feel good. And then, because then we allow others to do the same for them. So I totally went on a tangent there. I forget what the question was even about. So let's go for another one. Also, I don't have a lot of time left. So we'll see how, if we can answer a few quick ones here. How do you stay focused in moments of weakness around food? I actually made a YouTube video on this, and a quick little something I want to share is that if you aren't clear enough on your goal and you haven't created a clear enough action plan, it's very easy to catch yourself every day in the cookie store if that's something you've told yourself you don't want to do anymore. But if you aren't clear enough on your goal, or how you're going to actually, what you're going to do instead when you get this urge to go for the cookies in the cookie jar in the afternoon or late night, then if we aren't clear enough, then it's very easy to continue to do that. But because I feel like every single time in my life I haven't gotten clear enough on the goal, as well as clear enough as to why it is that I'm so passionate about reaching this goal, because I no longer want to live in this other way that I had been living in, that continuously makes me feel miserable and not in control of my life. If I haven't gotten clear on why it's so important, so crucial for me to switch this habit, to go for this other goal that I want, then it's easy to just stay continuously do this thing that doesn't make me feel good, because our brain is naturally inclined to do the easy thing, do this thing that we're used to, and to switch, turn around any habit is going to be challenging. Our mind is going to want to go back to our comfort zone, right? So if we want to change a habit or change anything in our life, we have to be so clear on the goal, as in get to the nitty gritty specifics of why it is and what it is that you want. And also give a time zone. Go through the SMART method. Look it up on Google. We won't get into that right now on this podcast episode, but like I've made previous episodes about it as well. But like look up SMART goals and then make sure that it is as specific as freaking possible, and get clear on why it is that you don't like it. What if you keep doing this habit of putting your hand in the cookie jar in the afternoon or late night, like how are you going to stay stagnant? And why is it that you don't want that anymore? Why is it that you need to commit and really do this new thing for yourself? Because then when you hit a weak point, a lack of discipline moment, you can remind yourself of what it is that you actually want. You can remind yourself of why it is that you do not want to stay stuck. And because you've gotten very clear on the action plan as to what it is you're going to do instead, as in maybe you're going to grab a cup of tea, you're going to grab a carrot or an apple. If you've gotten very clear on what you're going to do instead of that action that you want to stop doing, it's going to be easier. But if you haven't made out your plan, you haven't gotten committed and very clear on the goal, it's very easy to fall into your old habits, your old patterns. And I don't want that for you. I want you to really commit to the new thing, the new life that you want to make become a habit. Because the thing is that when we see ourselves doing that within one area for life, we will automatically gain more self-confidence and trust in ourselves that, oh my goodness, I'm capable of doing these hard things. And so when we see ourselves doing that within one area, we are also going to automatically start doing it within others because we slowly start developing this self-belief, this self-trust that we're capable of hard and challenging things. And that's when it compound effects. That's also why I'm so passionate about helping people get in shape. It's because they connect with this like badass version of themselves that just compound effects into all other areas of their life, whether it's in their career, their family life, that they are freaking capable, worthy, good human beings. Because I deep down believe we all are. We all are. Sometimes we just need to reconnect with it, be reminded of our capabilities. Let's do one final question, which I'm gonna have to keep this going because I've only gotten through like 2% of the questions, but I would rather make this episode and get it out there than not at all. Favorite on the go snacks to grab. Okay, Greek yogurt. Anything like sometimes I'll just like, especially if I'm in the US, I'll have just like maybe some vegetables mixed with some chicken in any kind. Like sometimes they have salad bars. Sometimes here we've just like gotten a chicken breast, like if we've been really low on protein, just because in Costa Rica it sometimes has been a little hard for us to get protein, so we've just gotten that. Protein bars can be used obviously as well as protein powder. The thing is, just be aware of not eating too much processed. Like it's always better to have more natural protein. I do have protein bars, I do have powder. I just have realized that if I overdo it, it's not too great for my body. In the US, there's, little things, snacks like Egg Life wraps or just like low carb wraps, or you can find like hard boiled eggs in the stores that are already boiled, where you can either choose to eat the whole egg, some of the yolk, or just eat the egg whites. Ceviche right now, I'm just gonna say, is an amazing snack as well. A little taco is so good too, which of course also has carbs because of the tortillas, but yum. We had tacos yesterday. That's why I'm thinking about that. Those are the ones that come to my mind right now. I hope that was enough. 3 favorite fitness tips to see the biggest difference. Your nutrition is absolutely number one. Focus on whole foods, focus on high protein, and you will be most likely very good to go because your fullness levels are going to be completely different than if you eat processed foods and like continuously snack on processed foods. As well as high protein just helps you with fullness as well. We've talked a lot about this in the March and April transformation challenge, how much of a difference it plays when you up your protein. 2, weight training and making sure that you're progressively overloading, that you're not stopping when it starts to get hard, but that's when the reps really count. Like that's when you want to push yourself. And third, I'm going to say that is your self-belief. It's continuously reminding yourself of what it is that you want, the person that you want to become, creating an alter ego where it's like, who is it that I want to become? And how can I step into the shoes of someone who lives their life that way? Those are the 3 most important, I would say, fitness tips. Why did you decide on 1,600 calories a day during your travels? I did not. I did make a YouTube video where, because we were traveling and the restaurants were closed at night, I ended up just having 1,600 calories. So I guess this person thinks that I decided on 1,600 calories, but I eat more than that every single day. I am definitely eating more than that. If I wanted to lose weight, maybe 1,600 calories would be a good bet for me to be in a deficit. But yeah, I definitely eat more than that. I haven't been able to track, obviously. I just have a general idea, and I would guess it's around 2,000 and something. That would be my maintenance calories. And protein is probably between 120 to 160 grams per day. And that's been working really well for me. I feel full, I feel happy, I feel satisfied, I feel good. How do I properly set my macros for a lean building phase? You may want to be in a couple of 100-calorie surplus, because if we want to build, it does help being in a little bit of a surplus. I have, however, recompositioned my body while maintaining my weight, but that is very hard to do. So of course, I leave that up to you. However, what is very, very important is that you use progressive overload. I'm going to say it again, and make sure that you're really counting those and really making sure that you're pushing yourself in your workouts, as well as recovery days. Like our muscles grow when we're resting, right? So that is important as well as, of course, protein. And I'm going to say it again, for protein, just make sure that you're getting your ideal body weight in grams of protein every single day. So if you want to be 140 pounds, make sure to get 140 grams of protein every single day. And that's a pretty good like rule of thumb to go by. And I feel like following a structured workout program has really been the times where I've grown the most. It's like because I feel like if I'm not following a structured workout program or having someone next to me that can push me or an accountability partner or something, then I will think I'm tired and want to stop where I stopped the previous week, because it still feels hard, right? But if I know, okay, the previous week, this is how much I did. So this week I should strive for one extra rep, or, just a little bit more than what I did the previous week. Then I'll make sure and know for absolute certain that I am progressing, that I am getting stronger, that I am building muscle. So, and because you said for a lean building phase, it is typically very, very hard to build muscle and not increase your body fat percentage a little bit. That's why bodybuilders go through these bulk phases and leaning out phases. So keep that in mind, that if you want to develop muscle, the most scientifically proven way to go about it. But if you watch my YouTube video where I went from 15.5% body fat to 13.5 or 12.5, depending on what body scan you go by, which body scans can be very inaccurate, but a pretty good way to get a general idea, then you'll see that it is possible. And I went ham that month. Like, I really went all in. So it's possible if you push yourself and stay committed and give it your absolute all. I have got to go, but I'm so grateful that you listened to this podcast episode. If you have any desire to join my May Transformation Challenge or get any of my workout programs, I'll link them in the description. I would love to chat with you every week. And if you do decide to join, you'll have lifetime access, so you can come back to the workouts and all the recipes, all of it, anytime you want. I'm so excited to get started. I'm so happy that you were willing to listen to this. If you have not yet subscribed, I would appreciate if you'd want to hang out with me some more on here, as well as if you haven't given me a review. It helps me so much if you give me some stars and just write a few sentences if you happen to like the podcast. I would so appreciate it. But if you don't, I completely understand. I am just grateful that you listened to this, and I'm excited to chat with you again very soon. Thank you for being here. I hope you go out there and have an incredible rest of your day, and I will chat with you again very soon.